She was really surprised when it happened. She couldn't believe it, but now she's had a few days to think about it and get ready for this next race, the 200 meters. She looked pretty good when she practiced. Now it's time for the real final race. What do you think will happen? Well, she's running in a lane that she always remember, lane number 9. But here's the thing. In the earlier races, she had to run her fastest time ever just to keep up with everyone else. That's because right behind her is Gabby Thomas, who has been the fastest woman this whole year. And 2 lanes behind her is Julian Alfred, who is also really dangerous. She won the college championship and has run super fast times before, and we haven't even talked about the fastest woman in the world at 200 meters. Shericka Jackson, who will be behind all of them in lane 6. Hey, check this out. Let's look at Gabby Thomas from the United States. The American women haven't won a world championship in the 200 meters since the amazing Allison Felix back in 2009. She's one of the favorites to win this race. She got the perfect lane 8. She can chase after Shaw, which is the weakest part of her race. She'd be able to chase the world champion and then get to the straight part of the track faster than anyone else. That's where she's strongest, the last 100 meters. So could tonight be the night when Team USA becomes champion again? We'll have to wait and see. I just feel like Gabby Thomas hasn't been tested in a really big race yet. She easily beat everyone at the US Nationals. But this woman on your screen is the favorite for a good reason. Gabby Thomas has run faster this year in the 200 meters than anyone else. And don't forget, she's in lane 6. She can see everyone in front of her. This 29-year-old woman from Jamaica wants to get back at that woman right there, Sha'Carri Richardson, because Shericka Jackson thought for a second that she had won the world 100-meter championship, but it didn't happen. Richardson surprised her and won instead. Here's Gabby Thomas. Like we said, she has fresh legs because she didn't run the 100 meters. Here's the college champion, Alfred. Does she have one more amazing race left in her? There's Daryl Nida from Great Britain. After making it to the Olympic 100-meter final, now she's made it to a world final too. This is Dana Asher-Smith, her teammate who is the best in 2019. But she's had injury problems since then. She only came in 8th place in the 100 meters. So what can she do in this race? And also finishing up the group of runners. She's been one of the best female sprinters in the world for more than 10 years. Unfortunately, she came in 4th place again in the 100 meters, and she got a tough lane 2, which isn't great. One thing I'm sure of, I think the medals are going to go to the runners in the outside lanes. We keep saying this, and we haven't had a boring final race yet. The 2 American women are running right next to each other in lanes 8 and 9. Gabby Thomas is in 8. And right here is Sha'Carri Richardson, the 100-meter world champion, in lane 9. Get ready, women's 200-meter race. Shericka Jackson on the outside has already been passed by someone. Here comes the world champion. Shericka Jackson is coming into the home straight part of the track. She's putting her mark on this race. She's going to win back-to-back championships for Jamaica. She's the first to do this since Marion Jones, and she crosses the finish line in 21.41 seconds. Wow, that's a meet record. She's getting closer and closer to Flojo's world record. She is now just 0.07 of a second away from the world record. Gabby Thomas gets the silver medal, and Sha'Carri hangs on for her 2nd medal at these world championships. That wasn't even close at all. And I could tell by the way she ran the 100 meters. She was in the middle of the track with all her main competitors in front of her. She did everything perfectly. We just saw the 2nd fastest time ever run, and it happened at a world championship final. Oh my goodness. Just amazing running by these women. Look at Gabby Thomas. Her mouth is wide open. She can't believe what just happened. It's Jamaica first, then the United States, then the United States again. And 4/10 of a second in sprinting is like a mile in distance. That's one of the biggest winning margins you'll ever see in a sprint race in the history of these world championships. We'll check the exact numbers, but wow, for a race that we thought might be close, nope, not even close. Jackson won by a mile, and that's the last time you'll convince me to change who I think will win. Shericka Jackson looked amazing, but you also called it right. Sha'Carri Richardson would need to run her personal best time, and she did, and she got a bronze medal. So she's leaving here with a gold medal and a bronze medal. This is an amazing first world championship for her. So here's another look at the race. Shericka Jackson, fourth from the left, was playing around a bit. I think she would have been frustrated by not being able to win the 100 meters. She came off of that turn and it was goodbye. Gabby Thomas tried to catch up at the end, but there was way too much space between the Jamaican world champion from last year and everyone else. So she wins again and defends her title from Eugene. And the other women who run the 200 meters in the world know now, if you are not ready to run a 21.4-second race, you have no chance to beat a healthy Shericka Jackson. And think about this. Shericka Jackson started her career as a 400-meter runner. No one saw this coming. No one saw that she would switch to shorter distances, just like Fred Curley did, and run the 100 and 200 meters and be so good at them. And I really think that's what has helped her in this 200-meter race. She is by far the strongest runner in the group. She has the experience from running 400 meters, and she uses that to help her win. I definitely feel like she was disappointed from that 100-meter race because she came out here like she was on a mission. This is the biggest winning margin we have seen in this event since Allyson Felix in the 2007 World Championships at Osaka won by 0.53 seconds. This doesn't happen very often. Ingram Miller also had a big win by 0.45 seconds in Seville, but wow, you could tell how this race would end by the halfway point. Yeah, well, I would bet the winner was decided by then too. In 2023, Shericka Jackson was really feeling great. Her races that season literally showed you that she was in top shape. Like every 200-meter race that she ran, we all expected her to go for that world record, but she was basically saving it for the Olympics. All throughout the season, she had perfect wind conditions, and at the moment when she said, hey, I'm ready to go for it, there was no wind to help her get the world record. 21.41 is the closest anyone has come since Flojo set that world record. How many years ago was that? Around 34 years ago. Elaine Thompson-Harris 21.53 was the closest up until Shericka Jackson stepped in and started running some really fast times in the 200 meters. And in that stadium, everyone was standing up because just the way she started that race, you could tell that she was going for the record, and we knew before the race started that she was going to go for it. And she definitely did. And she came really close. If she had just gotten like a 0.5 or even a positive 1.0 wind rating to help her with that time, she would have gone anywhere close to 21.3, 21.30, probably 21.2, who knows? But there was no one to help her get to that world record, and it's just unfortunate, but she does have a lot more years left in her career. She's around 28 years old now, I think. And this year, she said that she's no longer scared to say, hey, I want the world record. She's coming back from an injury, so I'm not sure how her season will go. She raced in the 300 meters and 200 meters and lost to Julian Alfred this season, but she didn't look that bad. But to go for the world record this year, for me, that's a bit unrealistic just because she's coming back from injury. But anything is possible, and it's still early in the season, so we can't really judge based on her first few races so far. We're still in the beginning of May. She has all of May, June, July, August, and September left. So she has around 4 months left to get into top shape to try to break the 200-meter world record this year. So we'll just have to wait to see how her season goes, but we definitely know she has all the ability. She has the speed, she has the right mindset, she has the technique, everything that's needed for her to break the world record. She just has to be in top shape, and the weather conditions have to be good too. And yes, she needs a bit of wind, for me. I think she needs around a positive 1.0 or a zero 0.5 wind reading to help her bring it across the finish line. And we definitely want to see that world record get broken. We want the 100-meter world record to get broken, and we want that 200-meter world record to get broken, possibly by a Jamaican. We know Usain Bolt holds the 100 and 200-meter records for men, and we would want to see a Jamaican woman do the same thing, so we'll just have to wait to see if we're going to get it this season or next season. But yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts about this in the comments. Do you all think Shericka Jackson will break the world record, whether this season or next season or the season after that? Leave your thoughts about this in the comments. Hope you all enjoyed this throwback. 200-meter race from 2023, the women's 200-meter final at the World Championships. That's all for today. Thank you all for watching. Retry.